This NYA daily chart shows that D wave, up wave 3, and D wave, down wave 2 will print on a tick higher than this high. Price heads down to the abyss, ticks lower than this low, and then this zero shifts over in place of the D wave, up wave 2. And then Monday, if there's a lower high, lower than this high for the end of day, then the zigzag will have a swing point to the downside anchored here at this all-time intraday high. If it does not do that and ticks a little higher and has a higher high compared to this bar's high, then we do have a chance of turning this around and heading back up. It's just a start though. And this trend factor disqualified down 1 at that level will be resistance on the way back up. And Chart Lines has printed a long-term overbought P alert up. It's been that way for several days. And that means that the pressure here, which is a trend strength bar up, but you can see the pressure back here. So the pressure is here, the trend strength bar up, so there's really no indication as of yet for the pressure to start heading down. Although like zigzag, that has to be very close to doing so after this mini downtrend. The fast trigger is in the basement and the slow trigger is close to going under its overbought 75 line. The Chande momentum indicator went negative a little bit, had a nice run to the upside after staying in the negative section for a while there. And the ADX is pointed down at 2140, so let's stay above 20. If not, then the direction could shift to the downside. The DMI plus is below the DMI minus, and QQE had a cross under of the fast QQE under the slow QQE. Still well above 50, it's at 55, so as long as it stays above 50. And on Monday the 9th, the lagging line or lagging span has one chance to nail the baseline at that level, 18,385.17, just about the same as the baseline for current price. So one day it could bounce off of there. It's got the conversion line around the same level, but baseline is more important. It does not hit it, and then it starts taking a precipitous drop, the baseline and the conversion line together, and it ends up here at that level together for several days, and then the conversion line ticks down. Baseline is more important though. Baseline goes sideways for a whole bunch of days there. And that's support for the lagging line to hit it, and the lagging line is current price. And current price is getting quite close to the top of the cloud, but the top of the cloud is going to be taking a dive down just like conversion line and baseline over here. So it takes a drop here and planes out right there at that level, 18,201.49. And that's exactly the same as the baseline, so there will be major support there if it makes it down that far. And REI for the NYA daily is trying to seek neutral zero. You can see the tick up here bouncing off of the oversold -40 line, and here we have all these lower highs. DM1 and ROC are still above their oversold 40 for DMI and oversold 97.5 for ROC, but DM1, I should say, is looking like it wants to get under 40 there. ROC maybe can save the day, unsure. Let's keep an eye on that. And the DMI plus, as we said, is below the minus. And the point reversal has printed here this 4, and it has several trend bars down here, so it's a lot of those. 4, you can see we can get like 5 or 6, maybe a turnaround then, so maybe a little bit more downside, unfortunately. Let's keep an eye on zigzag to see if it can avoid the swing point at this all-time intraday high near the D wave. We'll turn that on. So if it can avoid that, well, there's still a chance. And closing price 18,663 did make it below the daily pivot point and is right around the daily 50% propulsion exhaustion down. It's disqualified and in no danger of becoming qualified for Monday. Right around there is that weekly sequential sell risk level. Kind of been nailing that and did close above it. So a lot of tests of that level on Friday. And then the next level is the lower start band, but that's a moving target and will move lower as price moves lower. So realistically, the weekly rising tops line here at 18,554 is the next level, and that's 100 points away. It's been taking these legs down from no man's land here, sort of like from the horizontal support, and then before that was this level here and these ones. So took a jump down there and took another jump down here, could take another massive jump and hit here. And it looks like trend factor down too at 18,225 will be somewhat near those cloud levels that we looked at. If it makes it down there in the future, there'll be massive support at 18,200. So let's see what happens if it makes it down to that. That's definitely the buying zone there. I usually like to buy around trend factor down 2 anyway. Trend factor down 1 is not so good of a buying zone. It's the very first one. So this one, then trend factor down 3, all good buying areas.